Hello YouTube, hello you lovely people, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to make a short video on few of the things which I like in my KTM 390 Adventure and few of the things which I don't like. So I thought since I've done around like 700 kilometers on the bike, I thought I will share this feedback which might help people who are a potential buyers who are looking forward for buying this bike. So considering this is kind of an all-rounder where it can do a good amount of highway touring, it can go to the off-roads, then you can ride it in the city. So city का review मैंने already YouTube में डाला है. If in case you're not yet seen that video, click on the description link below. वो आप देखिए if in case you are planning to buy this bike for a city purpose. But this bike is significantly meant for touring and taking it off-roads, going to long distances, unknown places and everything. So this is what this bike is meant for. And so far what I've ridden off-road, city and highways, there are a few things which I like, there are a few things which I didn't like in the bike, which I want to share in today's video. So I have split this video into two for things which I like and things which I don't like. So I would like to start off with the things actually which I didn't like. So there are 5 points which I would like to bring out to your notice, which I kind of didn't like in the KTM 390 Adventure. Things could have been much better. So let's start off that video and then we will move on to the next part, which I will split it into the next video where there are things which I liked. So let's start off with the things which I did not like. So the first bit which I actually didn't like in the 390 Adventure is when you are moving, when you're riding the bike and at the lower speeds around 2000 or 2500 RPMs, and if you are in third gear, what happens is this unit is kind of gets shaky, so which is kind of bit annoying. But once you rev it up around 4000, 4500, then things gets settled down. This I have noticed especially in if in case you are at the lower RPMs in third and fourth gear, it's when this problem arises. I think this is because of the kind of the way this complete unit is kind of isolated from the tank, because of which I think this might be a problem. My bike किसी और को दूंगा तो I think if they might notice this and they said यार क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है. So that's the reason what I felt I think could have been properly managed, and what I've noticed and I thought I would like to share with you. That's point number one. The next pointer would be the rear suspension. ये जो रेयर सस्पेंशन है ये काफ़ी स्टिफर है. सो स्पेशली व्हेन यू गोइंग ओवर द पॉटहोल्स वगैरह, सो देयर इज़ नॉट मच ऑफ प्ले इन द सस्पेंशन. तो ये मतलब नॉट ओनली मी, बहुत सारे KTM 390 एडवेंचर ओनर्स आर कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट द स्टिफ सस्पेंशन. एक हो सकता है कि द रीज़न वाई इट इज़ केप्ट एट द स्टिफर साइड इज़ बिकॉज वंस यू माउंट द लगेज एंड एवरीथिंग, दिस विल काइंड ऑफ कंप्रेसेस अ बिट, सो ये पूरा बॉटम आउट ना हो जाए, इसकी वजह से हो सकता है. बट आई डोंट थिंक सो there could be any other reason. But then again I think this could have been designed in a much better way where there is more play. And ये मतलब जब आप potholes वगैरह humps के ऊपर से जाते हो तो it should not hit your back. I'm not sure whether there is any proper solution to it, but then again this needs to be sorted out if in case we want to continue in a longer run. It's not kind of too annoying, but then again considering this is an adventure bike, I think the suspension could have been really worked out much better. अगर आप कोई भी अदर एडवेंचर बाइक्स देखो, लेके जैसे कि BMW हो या फिर हिमालयन हो इन द सेम सेगमेंट, आई थिंक उनका जो एक्चुअली जो सस्पेंशन प्ले है काफ़ी अच्छा है. द फ्रंट वन इट्स रियली गुड. आई मीन आई रियली लाइक गोइंग ओवर द हम्प्स. आई मीन आई नेवर हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम ऑन दैट, बट ओनली द स्टिफर वन, स्पेशली जब आप बैठते हो तो सीट के ऊपर आपको लगता है कि येस इट इज़ हिटिंग योर बैक. सो आई थिंक ये थोड़ा बहुत कुछ करना पड़ेगा. तीसरी पॉइंट है द एग्जॉस्ट. I don't know, but from the beginning जब से ये EICMA में शोकेस हुआ है with this exhaust, I'm not a big fan of the exhaust, so this is something which I didn't like. जो 390 Duke है of the 2017 वर्जन, उसका एग्जॉस्ट काफ़ी अच्छा है एंड द वे इट साउंड्स इज ऑल्सो रियली गुड. इसमें साउंड वगैरह वैसे तो है भी नहीं. आई मीन नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग मच फ्रॉम अ सिंगल सिलेंडर बाइक विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द साउंड, बट देन अगेन द लुक ऑफ द एग्जॉस्ट आई थिंक कुड हैव बीन बेटर. ये मैं चेंज करने की तो नहीं सोच रहा हूँ बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट टू प्ले अराउंड मच विद द बाइक. मेरे कुछ दोस्त हैं बोलते हैं कि यार ये एग्जॉस्ट लुक्स बेटर ऑन द बाइक, बट पर्सनली मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज considering this comes with a premium tag of around 4 lakhs rupees. I think company could have given the hazard light option on the bike. because we are paying such a hefty amount for this brand. So I think 1000 lights अगर वो दिए होते तो it would have been much better. Now what we have to do is we have to go for some third party thing, because this 1000 lights, especially when we are touring and we are in a foggy situation and all, I think that would definitely help. So I think KTM has kind of missed out on that. So I think maybe in future they should consider this, to provide a hazard light option. And one more thing which actually, it's not about not liking, it's that the KTM I think has missed out is providing kind of rack over here, because considering this is adventure bike और यहाँ पे लॉन्ग टूरिंग्स पे हम लोग ले जाने वाले हैं बाइक को, तो एक बैक रैक अगर होता तो छोटा सा, एटलीस्ट आई मीन द वे इट्स प्रोवाइडेड ऑन GS and the Himalayan. So imagine a situation that you bought this bike and you want to take it for a long tour and all, ठीक है, and since this is a newly launched bike in the market, so the vendors, the third party vendors who are working on the saddles, stays, the crash guards and everything will take a bit of time to test it and figure out the quality of it and everything. So it will take time, so you cannot really wait for that period. So if in case you are provided with a bit of a rack where you can mount some luggage immediately and go for a tour and all, so I mean, because if in case you're going alone, it's not a problem. You can mount your luggage here, tie it up with the bungees and everything. But if in case you have a pillion and then you want to put some luggage over here, I think a provision of rack would have been much more helpful. क्योंकि आप क्या कर सकते हो, कोई भी बैग पीछे रख सकते हो, उसके ऊपर और एक बैग भी लगा सकते हो. आई मीन इट ऑल्सो वर्क्स एज अ सपोर्ट फॉर अ पिलियन एज वेल, बिकॉज अगर आप सैडल स्टैंड नहीं हुए एंड इफ इन केस आप अपना सैडल बैग्स यहाँ पे माउंट करते हैं, तो देर आर चांसेस दैट दिस माइट टच द एग्जॉस्ट एंड इट्स नॉट अ गुड थिंग एक्चुअली टू डू. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा रिस्की हो जाता है. तो इसके वजह से मुझे लगा कि KTM आई थिंक KTM हैव मिस्ड अ बिट ऑफ ट्रिक हियर. मुझे लगता है कि पर्सनली दे शुड हैव गिवन a rack, a small rack. Well, and how can I miss out this point? जब से बाइक लॉन्च हुई है, the major discussion around the point of the KTM 390 Adventure, it's kind of a demerit also I can say, is the height of the seat. Yes, seat height जो है it's at 855 mm and it's the tallest in the segment. No doubt about it, but yes, even I at times find it difficult, but then now I've got used to it. मुझे लगता है कि KTM should have really thought about it. I know कि उनका मतलब जो chassis वगैरह है, I mean a company of that caliber, they would have definitely thought of all the aspects before coming up with this 855 mm height of seat. But then again, since this, I mean this is equally important for the Indian market also, where most of the potential buyers were really looking forward for this bike, its launch and everything. So many would have definitely be disappointed with it. और बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो अपना डिसीजन को कैंसिल भी कर दिए होंगे कि चलो भाई बिकॉज ऑफ द सीट एंड मुझे मैनेज नहीं होगा, तो बिकॉज ऑफ इट दे वुड हैव कैंसिल्ड इट. आई मीन I was kind of at the same impression, but then again when I started riding the bike, I got got to understand the character of the bike. मुझे अभी थोड़ा बाइक ईजी लगता है, बट अदरवाइज डेफिनेटली सीट हाइट जो है वो थोड़ा बहुत काफ़ी ऊंचा ही है. But if in case you are anything about like 5'6", 5'7", I would request you to take a test ride of this bike, feel the bike, and don't get intimidated by the height of the bike, and then take a decision whether you should go for this bike or not. Because since this bike is lightweight, I think it will be easily manageable, and yeah, with bit of skills also you will be able to easily manage and get used to height of the bike. Well, another thing which I didn't like about this bike is this windshield is kind of bit rattling when you are kind of revving your bike at the lower gears. So ये थोड़ा rattling sound करता है. I have seen comments from few people that they have got this fixed by visiting the service center कि जहाँ पे वो लोग कुछ थोड़ा बहुत डैम्पनिंग वगैरह कुछ डालते हैं, because of which ये rattling kind of disappears. So I need to get that done. So जब मैं अपना फर्स्ट सर्विस के लिए जाऊँगा, then I will ask them to get that done on my bike. तो दोस्तों वो थी बातें कि कुछ चीज़ें जो मैंने अपने बाइक में पसंद नहीं किए इन 390 एडवेंचर. होपफुली आई मीन दिस आर नॉट लाइक कि ये बहुत बड़ा डील ब्रेकर है, एंड दीज आर लाइक few observations, things which could have been better by KTM, but overall the build quality and the performance of the bike is top notch. So that is something which I will discuss in the things which I like about this bike. But yeah, so ये मैंने कुछ observe किए हैं, कुछ चीज़ें मुझे लगा कि could have been better in the bike, तो वो चीज़ें मैंने आपको बताया है. So watch out the other section also, the things which I like about this bike, and then you will be able to really make a decision whether this is a good bike for you if in case you're planning or not. So on this note, I will end this section of the discussion, and I'll see you again in the next video where I'll talk about the things which I like about the 390 Adventure. So give us a thumbs up if in case you have liked the video, and if in case you have any questions, put it in the comment section. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye for now.